Ordinance 2021-14, an ordinance of the Town of Phillipsburg, County of Warren, New Jersey, adopting the District 5 Riverside Industrial Amendment Riverfront Redevelopment Plan. Do I have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you. Council discussion?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So we got this very late with a lot of information that we haven't seen before. To be honest, we, as the redevelopment authority, we being the entire town council, haven't been privy to a lot of this information or the report from the planning board until it was, I want to say, close to, it was after 5 o'clock today. I haven't seen a concept. I heard from a rumor that it's a 500,000 square foot warehouse, but I don't know that to be true. When asked, I couldn't confirm it. I just don't understand why we as a redevelopment authority haven't discussed this more thoroughly. Look, I understand why a warehouse is attractive. It's because it's along the railroad. It's how we got 565 municipalities. So unless we want mini Phillipsburg, that's why we have 565 municipalities in the state of New Jersey, because of the railroads. That's what started the spawn of all the cities and the schools, and this is why New Jersey is the way it is. So I understand the attractiveness of a warehouse along the railroad. It's really not along the river, it's along the railroad. And that's what makes it attractive. However, I don't want to see my hometown become the next Robbinsville. And if nobody here knows what Robbinsville is, I highly recommend you look it up, because Robbinsville will be the new Lopakon. You will not be able to get into the town of Phillipsburg if we become Robbinsville. Robbinsville, they all park in 3 separate towns because you can't get into Robbinsville because of all the trucks. In other words, they've had to hire companies. Heard of Amazon? Yeah, the town sued them because of the traffic it brought in, because the people couldn't get through their own town. I don't want to see that happen. We have a lot of, look, I like the bridge project. That's where these things belong, where the trucks can get on and the trucks can get off. I don't think they belong in our downtown. And again, if there's a magical proposal that makes this work for me, I haven't seen it. So it's hard for me to say yes to something. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. So I'm sitting here not knowing a darn thing about this project, expected to change the zoning for something in principle I don't even agree with, because the minute you take all that traffic off of South Main Street, you're going to decimate Main Street. You're going to have all of Main Street closing up because you're going to have trucks coming down there. Because I'll tell you right now, you've been down there when one of those trucks comes, everybody stops. One of those trucks tips over, we're going to lose a historic building. And it's going to happen. We've all been there. Anytime you're down Main Street, I'm down there every weekend. 3 businesses this weekend. It happens. Trucks get stuck. They're stuck already. You already can't get over the bridge. So again, between again, look, one of my largest customers is in Robbinsville. It's how I know so much about them. I do this for a living. I put up billion-dollar buildings. I know where billion-dollar buildings belong. I know where million-dollar buildings belong. Honestly, I only deal with buildings that have 4 stories or more. But I can tell you, you don't put a warehouse in a downtown district. It's just not what you do. And, you know, selfishly, I'm tired of seeing Easton get all the nice projects and we get all the junk projects. I'm just tired of it. I don't want to see another warehouse in the town of Phillipsburg. I think they're strategically located off the highway, and I think that's exactly where they belong. I just don't think they belong along the river. I understand the railroad attraction. Again, if I saw a concept and it was a smaller scale, to be honest, what belongs there? Millennial Park, just like Teachers Village. You could put up a Millennial Park right there for everybody working at the warehouse. You could have had Valley View times 2 right down there. I thought that was a beautiful concept right along the river. Would have been so attractive. And Single family market is the strongest market going into 2025. It is the single strongest market because inflation's very high, borrowing's very low. Single family market is the place to be because everybody's flocking out of the major cities again and they're coming to the suburbs. Single family homes are where the market is right now through 2025. Yes, economics part 2, but that's the strongest market right now. Warehouses, that market was strong 2 years ago. It's not as strong right now. Single family homes are going to be your strongest market because everybody's coming out of the city. And you know where they're coming? I did a survey. Maybe you all saw it. I did a survey. 70% of the people who took that survey said they came to Phillipsburg for one reason. What was that reason? It was affordable. So on that note, I'm a no, by the way. You didn't figure that out. Again, if I had information, I might think different, but I don't have anything to make me think otherwise.